A lot of people think that the only way to grow a small account is to do degenerate things, buying options, buying calls, right? YOLOing into some weird meme stocks. In today's video, I'm going to show you a strategy that not only snowballs and compounds on itself, but is grounded in patience and simplicity. Let's go. Yo, what's going on, Premium Chasers? I hope you're having an absolutely God-blessed day. Just drop a comment down below, and I'm going to give you my brand new ebook, No Strings Attached, The Snowball Method. Perfect if you are somebody that's starting with a smaller account. And today we're assuming that small account is around $5,000. So if you want that completely for free, drop a comment down below on today's video, and please hit that like button, that subscribe button. It really helps this channel grow. I really appreciate you for tuning in here and giving me your most valuable asset. But let's go over the shoulder. First thing we need is a cheaper stock. Now, just because I'm saying cheap doesn't mean that it's not a fundamentally sound company. Now, you're going to have to go find out what that company is for you. Obviously, I'm not a financial advisor, but one of the stocks that I love trading, you guys know, is SoFi. Probably for the last like 6 months, this has been one of my probably most traded stocks that I do this strategy on, as you're going to see. But there's a ton of other ones that I'm going to share with you during today's video, so stay tuned because you're going to see how all of these things compound on one another. So let's take a look at SoFi right here. Obviously, currently trading around $27, and the next thing we need is some sort of brokerage. I don't care who you use. Today, we're just going to use SoFi. You guys see me, I use primarily Fidelity. I show you guys sometimes even SoFi Invest. I even show you guys, Robinhood and Schwab occasionally, whatever one you want. You just need to make sure that you're approved for options trading. Now, this thing is not the typical options trading. We're not buying options here. We're getting paid a premium up front. We're getting paid income premium up front from an options buyer, right? So if you've ever bought options before, you pay like a couple $100. Where do you think that money's going? Well, it's going to the sellers, and that's the driver's seat, in my opinion. That's you're being the house, not the gambler. Let me show you what I'm talking about. So again, you'll just need to go make sure you go get approved for yourself. But next thing we're going to do is go to the trade SoFi options. Now, I'm assuming that you have around $5,000, right? So what we're going to do is, we're again not an options buyer, we're an options seller. And then what we're going to do is sell a put. All I'm saying here is I'm willing to buy 100 shares of SoFi, and I get to name the date that I'd be willing to do that. So I'm going to open this up, and I'm going to go just over 30 days. I'm going to go to January 16th with this 32 days away. Now from here, this is where I get to select my strike prices. These are my strike prices where I'd be comfortable owning SoFi at, right? So if we have a $5,000 budget, just for sake of this educational example, we'll just say, you know what? If SoFi is trading at $25 on January 16th, I'm okay buying 100 shares, okay? Now, if we did this trade, right, and if I click this open, I can actually do 2 contracts right here because, right, 25 times 100 is $2,500. That's half our budget. If we want to do 2 contracts for $5,000, we could do that, and we'd collect just about $175 of premium. Let's just do 1 contract for simple math here. We're collecting about $87. Maybe we can get away with 88 if we go between the bid and ask spread, but fairly tight here already. So we'll just say $87 of premium is what we're going to collect. And then I'm going to go toss this into my cash secured put calculator, $87 of premium here, locking up $2,500. Okay. Now I could do 2 contracts here. So we'll put 2, and we got 2 here. So we're locking up $5,000, we're collecting $174 of premium, and we have a return of a 3.5%, 3.48%. How am I getting that? 87 divided by 2,500 gives us that return. This is fairly risky now, okay? So let's talk about what the outcomes of this could actually be. Well, number one, let's say on the 16th at close, SoFi is trading above $25. If that's the case, you don't have to buy your shares, right? You walk, your $5,000 is given back to you, right? You don't have to buy the shares because SoFi is not trading at 25, and then you run the play again, collect more premium. But guess what? The best part about this is you're not starting at $5,000 anymore. You're starting at $5,174 now. And then guess what? You continue to snowball that, right? How cool is that, right? I hope it's clicking, right? But the second option, and the second thing that can happen, and this is the big risk of this strategy, is that let's say SoFi's trading at like $24 or $23 at close on the 16th. Well, you're on the hook to buy your shares at $25. Okay, that is a possibility of that actually happening. Now, there's a lot more advanced strategies to this. A lot of times I'm closing all of my positions out early most of the time, around like 60%. I close them out early or they expire worthless. So there is like next levels to this. If you want to learn more about that, plus get my full trade log as well as my calculators here, just click the first link in the description of today's video. That's our 90-minute Ark Options Strategy workshop. Go attend that. It's a must watch if you're trying to take this stuff a little bit more seriously, but not let it consume your entire life and be a full-time day trader. That ain't me, that's for sure. But with that said, let's say, right, so this is called a cash secured put, right? We're cash securing that we can buy 100 shares of a stock, right? And again, whether or not we get assigned, and to me, it's a win-win. Either number one, I don't get assigned, I walk away with the full premium, or number two, I do get assigned and I got a stock that I want anyway at a discounted price that I wanted to own it anyway at. But what we can actually do if we do end up getting assigned, meaning we actually do have to buy our shares, right, is we could flip from selling a put to selling a call, right? We could sell a call here, okay? So for the sake of the simplicity, we're just going to assume you own 100 shares of SoFi at $27, just for the sake of simplicity here, guys. I think just because, again, if I say it's 25, you'll see how the math all works out, and it wouldn't be fair to you as a viewer for me not to just show you exactly how this math would play out. Let's just assume you went out there and you bought 100 shares of SoFi for $2,700, okay? Now, we want to put those shares to work, right? We don't want to, listen, we're not buying and just holding, right? Go look at a lot of different charts now, right? If you go look, I mean, so of course you can look at like a SoFi and a high flyer, but most of the time, like stocks, a lot of them, like they're flat over a year, okay? Maybe they're up like $10 or whatever. But what we can actually do with our shares is rent them out and collect a premium check every single month or week if we wanted to. I usually do monthlies just for the sake of for lifestyle purposes and reasoning. When you get into the weeklies, you're definitely becoming a more advanced option seller, taking a little bit more seriously, obviously, and it does require a little bit more management. I always tell people though, like I introduce a lot of people to this strategy. I always tell them, do this for a year, do monthlies, get comfortable with it, because it's like anything in life. You could be very into this and very, very, nitty gritty with it, or you could be, passive with it as well. It really, it fits into anyone's lifestyle. That's why I love it. But with that said, let's say 27, right? We own 100 shares at $27. We want to put those shares to work. Well, what we can do is sell a call, right? Saying we're willing to sell our 100 shares on a certain date. Again, I'll just go 32 days out. And guess what? If I say, you know what? If it's trading that following month for $29, I'm totally cool selling my shares. So if I do this contract right here, you would see I would collect $118 of premium. Now, I have a calculator for this as well. I live and die by these calculators, guys. Again, I attend the Ark Options workshop. Not only do you get that awesome training, but you also get all these calculators. Our strike of the option, that is what we're willing to sell it for. So that's 29. Our purchase strike price, we said we bought 100 shares for a current market value, or you bought 200 shares, whatever. We'll just say 100, and we'll put $27, right? Now, our premium return here, obviously not financial advice. Results vary. These premiums are just what I'm seeing at the time of recording this video. Our premium return here is a 4.37% return. How am I getting that? That's $118 that we're collecting from the options buyer divided by $2,700, right? That's what your collateral is, right? Because you own 100 shares at $27, right? So that's dividing that, right? And you're getting a 4.37% return. If you sell your shares, you'll collect another $200 of appreciation profit, for a total profit on this covered call of $318, right? That's the profit on the shares plus the premium, right? Total return 11.78. Let's talk about the risks here, okay? Number one, best case scenario, let's say on the close on the 16th, SoFi is trading below $29, right? It's trading at like 28, 27, just been sideways. Well, it's not at 29. You're not selling your shares, right? You're not selling them. Perfect. Right? That's fantastic, right? So we move on to another opportunity, or we just sell another call for the following month and collect some more premium. And guess what? Snowball effect again. We're snowballing again, right? Now we have that premium that we fully captured. The second thing that can happen, though, and this is the big risk of this strategy, is let's say SoFi at the 16th is trading at 30, 31, 32. Well, guess what? You're missing out on any further upside. This is your full profit potential on this trade, okay? So you're contractually saying you're willing to sell your shares at 29. So if at close, if it's trading at 29, you're selling them at 29. Now, there are, again, more advanced strategies, managing these positions, rolling these positions, kicking that can down the road. We're not going to get into all that today, but there are some strategies with that, and there are do's and don'ts of that as well. But this is assume you are going to sell your shares, right? You will. But you're not going to get any of those additional gains. So if it's trading at like 31, 32, 33, whatever, anything above 29, you're missing out on any of the get those gains. For me though, I don't stress about that. Like I treat my option selling like a business. Look, we've seen what this market can do. Look at the AI sector right now. Huge sell-offs happening. I bet you a lot of people wish they sold Nvidia, Oracle at all-time highs just a week ago or 2 weeks ago. Of course they do, right? And this is something that complements your buy and hold portfolio in my opinion, right? This I like to call the Ark Options Strategy because we combine essentially 5 sources of premium and income into one simple strategy, right? Number one, we're collecting obviously those cash secured put premiums, right? We're collecting those covered call premiums, but guess what? While we wait to buy the stock here for 5,000, while we're locking up 5,000, we're earning interest on this. Only certain brokers allow you to actually earn about the 4% interest rate on your money while you wait to buy stocks. That's an extra, that's like having a high yield savings account while you're doing the strategy. And then on the covered call side, I like to do this on dividend paying stocks. So while I'm collecting premium on a monthly basis from my covered call premiums, I'm also collecting a dividend either monthly in some cases or quarterly from these stocks as well, usually averaging out around 4% extra per year on those covered calls and the dividends, right? Then lastly, the fifth source is eventually selling your shares and locking in that appreciation profit, right? And then moving on back to selling cash secured puts on good quality companies. If you want this full entire training where I show you the whole entire Ark option strategy, taking the wheel strategy to the next level, plus get all of my trade logs here completely for free. Look, I actually see one of you guys actually in here viewing it, anonymous draft, right? Plus my premium calculators as well. Click the first link in the description of today's video. Sign up to the workshop. It's 90 minutes of pure value. You're going to learn this strategy inside and out. And at the end, you're actually going to walk away with something that you can actually use with my premium calculators and trade log. Guys, hope you have a fantastic rest of your day. Remember, sell options, collect premiums, repeat. I'll see y'all tomorrow.